Broadcasting from the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela Studio on Music Row, The Bobby Bones Show.
Just to kind of set the scene here, Raymundo runs our audio, and the glass room is connected to our studio. And so I look through the glass wall and see Raymundo is pushing all the buttons, making all the sounds happen. Raymundo started with me, how many years ago? 10?
Yeah, I'd say easily a decade.
So we did a little sports show together way back in the day. And Raymundo kind of acts like Joey from Friends. Kind of looks like Mark Ruffalo, the guy who played Incredible Hulk. It's kind of his vibe. And Raymundo's kind of the nutty one on the show, kind of the crazy guy. But because he does stuff like this, not because he comes in talking about how crazy he is. Raymundo, did you get your tax refund or did you just submit it into the IRS?
Yeah, so what I did is I submitted it, but I was sent an email from, it's an app and they do stock. It's called Stash. And they said, if you send us your tax refund, which ended up being about $700, I'm comfortable saying that, they said we will triple it. So essentially, you're looking at $2,000 that you could just win. And so then I see that and think, man, that's money in the bank. You got about a 1 in 100 shot of winning $2,000 for free.
Wait, I thought you said they were just going to triple it because you sent it in.
No, you have to be put in a drawing, so it's not an instant thing. Then I also kind of read the fine print. They said you have to keep your money in the stock market for a year. So I kind of parted with my finances in hopes that I will triple my refund, which is still a possibility. Yeah!
Oh my God. So you gave them your tax refund for a 1 in 100 shot at tripling it?
Yeah, and I never even got to see even $1. So instead of just getting that money right away, which I could probably use right now during the coronavirus, it's gone. So it's right. The app has it now, and they're going to let me know. What did they say? 4 to 6 weeks, so a little over a month. I'll find out if I won 3 times my refund. Yeah!
Okay, just look at the numbers of this. You have a 1 in 100 shot, right? A 5% chance. Wait, is that 1 in 100? No, that's a 1% chance.
Yeah, don't ask us.
You have a 1% chance to triple your money.
Correct.
But you are going to lose your money for a whole year.
And the stock
has to stay in the stock market, which is probably not going to do well anyway.
That's the thing. So the stock market could do very well, and then I could, still have that money at the very end of it all. I could lose it. But the fact that they sent me that email with the headline, triple your refund, how can you not take a shot at that? You call me crazy.
No way. No, you are crazy. Let's go back through the history of time and look at Raymundo's money ventures. On the Super Bowl 3 or 4 years ago, he bet his car. Ray, what kind of car do you have?
Trailblazer 2005, so a little bit older version. They don't even make the Trailblazer anymore.
He took that car to a pawn shop and pawned it. For how much?
$5,000.
And you bet it on the Super Bowl. On what team?
That was, I think it was Broncos Seahawks. Was that it? It was one of, I don't know.
Yeah, you took the Broncos.
And they lost. So then I lost the old Trailblazer that year. But there were years I did win Super Bowl bets.
But how did you get your Trailblazer back?
It wasn't easy. You got to go to the place. You got to get your loan or your title back. It took months. I didn't have a vehicle.
Okay, so you did that. You bet $1,000 on Donald Trump winning the presidency.
Correct.
Now, he did win the presidency, but you haven't seen your winnings yet because you bet through one of these offshore sites that just have your money.
Yes, and they said it needs to be a full full term, which is 4 years, and still sitting on that one. Maybe a month or two away. Hopefully this summer that comes in.
But no. They wouldn't be this summer because he would finish his term in January of next year.
Yeah, so then we're looking a little bit longer than that. So 2021. But
you didn't bet on him to finish his term. You bet on him to win when he was 50-1.
I know. Apparently, that's what they told me, that it had to be a full thing for the bet to be considered valid and an actual bet.
And you think in January of 2021, you're going to have how much money sent to you?
$50,000. It'll be $51,000.
And do you believe that with all your heart?
I always have. I'm not going to give up hope. I even have attorneys, lawyers reaching out to me like, hey, do you need our help? And I said, hey, at the end of this 4 years, heck yeah, I need your help. But right now, I think I got it under control.
How are you going to sue a faceless company from another country?
There are ways. A lady reached out to me in Dallas. She said she has websites that she can go through and check on the company and get contacts. But
she has websites that has contacts. Oh my goodness.
She said only lawyers have access to these, and then she could end up getting. We could go down there. I believe they're in Costa Rica. Me and her, and then that's how we get the money.
This is like a Netflix show where Ray tries to get his money back. He has to go to Costa Rica undercover to try to get his money back. How does your fiance feel about you just pissing all your money away in weird ways?
Not really doing that, but this could honestly be a great return in a year. I could even triple it, like I said earlier. But I don't know if I told her about this yet, so she's probably just finding out right now. What's up, bae?
So you're not getting your refund back on a year that you're getting married.
I know. That was dumb, honestly. I think I did it 3 weeks ago. That was before coronavirus. I didn't know about this. Sure, I knew the wedding expenses, but coronavirus, I think, caught us all by surprise, and now I kind of wish I had that $700 in my pocket right now.
And what did you decide to put it in the stock market? Because if you put it in 2 weeks ago, it's all gone.
Oh, yeah, it dropped instantly. So, yeah, that $700 probably turned into about $500. But there's always hope that President Donald Trump said the economy is going to turn around once everybody gets their jobs back and starts working.
Amy, your thoughts?
I just love President Donald Trump. I think that, Ray, this is obviously something you have a problem with, gambling, that is. But I think before you do any more, from here on out, you just have to get used to talking to Bae before you do anything. She's about to be your wife, and you're not, once you're married and everything's official, I don't think you can go rogue and do stuff like this without talking to her.
No, yeah, I definitely hear you.
Let's get her on the phone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call her through my studio here. So during the break. Yeah, I'd like to have a talk with her.
Because this would actually be very genuinely mad. This wouldn't even be able to prepare for it.
That's why I would like to talk to her. So, hey, Mike, do you have her number? Okay.
Yeah, you better not have her number. I'll get it for you, though.
I have it.
Hopefully, we'll talk to Bae in the next break. Ray's fiance, Bae. Okay. Give us like 3.5 minutes. We'll get her on. We have a guitar music game where I play TV show theme songs on my guitar. We'll do that. I think you can call us, too, if you want. We can try that. See if it works. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. We'll be back in 1 second.
The morning show's official YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today.
Bobby Bones. Bobby Bones here, and I love the new partnership between Pillsbury and Operation Homefront. They're supporting military families as they transition out of active duty and back to civilian life. Find out more about it and join Pillsbury in supporting Operation Homefront at operationhomefront.org/Pillsbury.